Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 1 of the Cactus Patch. My name is GlitchedCactus, but you can call me Cactus. And for this episode, we're going to be going over Genesis X. And joining me, as you can see on screen, are the members of Mickey Mart, the Genesis X Splatoon 3 champions. Going in order, as you can see on the screen, we have Pepe, Len, Pincher, and Irito. Why don't we go down that line and you guys just introduce yourselves, who you are, what you do in the comp scene, and things like that.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Cactus. Hello, I am Pepe. I'm a V-Shot main, one trick. You know what's up. I'm also the main PO of Sunset Surge right here in Arizona.
Hang on, guys, give me 1 second. Apparently, yeah, the audio is apparently having some issues. Give me 1 second. Let me see what's going on.
All right.
We could do it again if
Yeah,
need be.
pretty good.
Okay, hang on. Let me just message it real quick. Hopefully, everyone should be able to hear now. I think it works now. Let me just double check with.
Yeah.
Sorry, we love first episode
All good, all
problems.
good.
Okay, it's all good now. Perfect. All right, run it back. Pepe, start us off one more time.
Yeah, yeah, no worries. Don't worry. It's the first episode. Don't you worry, guys. We are gonna work this out. So yeah, I am Pepe. I am the one shot trick V-Shot, and I'm also the main T of Sunset Surge representing Arizona. Hello, everyone.
Hello, I'm Jardu Len, or Len as you may know me. I'm everyone's favorite Blasian, and as you can tell by name, I also draw. I do comp as well. I play blasters, mainly V Blaster, and yeah, I usually see me in lands as well. I'm just chilling in the comp scene and whatnot.
Yo, what's up? It's me, Pincher. Y'all probably see me around every now and then for competing, like random tournaments, pickups, or whatever teams I'm on. When I play, I just play with anything's meta, basically like Splash at the time back then, now Shot or whatever's like a Slayer or support, whatever's like actually really good. Representing Dallas, Texas, for y'all Texans out there. And yeah, right now I'm just going with the flow with comp right now. Like I'll still play every now and then, but I'm just taking it easy. You can go on elite.
Thank you, Pinchert. Hello, everyone. My name is Erito. I am currently the only Tri-Stringer player in comp and also known as one of the best Tri-Stringers in NA overall in general. But as for what I'm planning on doing in comp, right now I'm just going to chill for right now to see if any kind of pickups or I'm looking to see if there's one that wants to do a pick with me and then see how it goes from there. And maybe eventually I'll join a team. But as for right now, I'm just going to chill and see how it goes.
Awesome, fantastic. That is the members of Mickey Mart, and we're gonna start off pretty strong with some pretty solid questions, just kind of going back and forth with all the members here. So whoever wants to answer first and continue after, feel free with these questions we got. So the first one, obviously, is how was your experience at Genesis? The travel, the food, the activities, you name it. Whoever would like to start.
Yeah, I can start and then we can go down the line. So for me, my experience at Genesis, honestly, like this is my that was my third time going to a major splat LAN, and for me, overall, like so far, like this has been an extremely like successful experience on my end. Um, for one, like I want to give a huge shout outs to Rise, my boy. Like he picked me up. I arrived at Cali on Wednesday, pretty early within the event. I was actually planning to just like stay overnight until I got to my hotel, but then Rise just came out of nowhere, and then he was able to like house me for that one night, and then after that it was just so good. Like I'm just grateful that I was able to like to sleep on a comfy couch. Rice's couch is amazing, so thank you to him. And but yeah, overall, like for me, at the actual event, it was great. It was absolutely great. My first time going to Genesis, and I'm just grateful about this whole opportunity that Splatoon finally got a chance to come back to Genesis. So that's just awesome on my end.
Well, to start off my experience, it was absolutely horrible. Okay, I'm joking. I'm joking. It wasn't bad. It was actually it was surprisingly I'm not sure how to explain it. The flight was surprisingly uh like smooth. Like usually most of my flights are like kind of bumpy or whatnot because sometimes there's like some delays and whatnot and all that other jazz. But this one was actually pretty smooth sailing and whatnot. California was actually a pretty decent experience. I had fun. Like the scenery is nice, beautiful, beautiful mountains and whatnot. And just scenery. Also, I saw my first rainbow in California. I've never seen a rainbow in my life, but first time I seen it was in California. Um, so if you want to know the difference between, or you want to know the scenery difference between Texas and California, now you know Texas is very boring. As for the event itself, I had a lot of fun. Obviously, I go to a lot of lands, usually to Low Tide City and Riptide. Those are the main two I usually go to. And this is my first time going to Genesis, obviously for Splatoon and whatnot. And I had a lot of fun hanging out with Pepe, Pincher, and Erito, of course, and other Splatoon players that are well versed of who I am and I know who they are and whatnot. And then talking to the TOs, our lovely staff who made the events possible and whatnot. And of course, last but not least, I of course spent my time with my boyfriend as well. It was very, very fun. Uh, I just loved the energy there. It was very, very, very chill. And I'm surprised of how big the venue was, because usually the venue is relatively small, not really compact compared to other venues like from Low Tide City or Riptide, but this one was just like hella huge, and I was just shocked by it. And just talking to different people and players and artists who are at the vendor or artist valley as well was just very, very nice to explore and experience.
Yeah, I'll go on. And what do you mean Texas is boring, man? You got Houston, Galveston, you got all that cool places to go out and see the ocean and stuff. But nah, I'm just making fun of you. Nah, as Texas as a whole, yeah, it's alright. It could be better. But nah, for Genesis and California as a whole, so for travel, I don't know if y'all knew, but me and Erito drove from Austin, Texas, all the way to San Jose, California. I left like Wednesday from Dallas, like 6 in the morning. And yeah, from then I just got there 10 in the morning in Austin and drove for like the next 28 hours. Well, it's a 26-hour drive, but stops and resting, whatever, eating. So yeah, we got there Thursday, 2 p.m. PST. Finally got there, freshened up at the Airbnb and chilling. And then yeah, and then we got invited by our ricing crew. Like it was you, Cactus, Rice. Who else I can remember? It was Pepe there as well, Rose, and some people from Secret Elixir too. I wish I could remember all the names on the top of my head, but yeah, I was just chilling. Appreciate y'all like letting me hang around with y'all. Um, Also, the Z tier players like hanging out with them like after Genesis as well was pretty cool. What else? Yeah, the event like itself, like the little giant warehouse of like the convention center, is like enormous. Like I really liked it. I really liked that they had like the free arcade section there because like I was just right there like between matches or whatever. I'm like waiting. I was just over there playing a little like racing game there. It was pretty fun. I wish I was good at Dance Dance Revolution, bro, because like the people that are going there were like going crazy, bro. Like I was just in awe with this one guy that was like playing this DDR thing and also playing the violin at the same time. I don't know who he is, but I need to find his ad or something because that's just like impressed me like really like just it was just crazy. But the artist value was really cool. It's like a giant maze of a bunch of stuff that I really don't want to buy. If I had more money, I would have bought more stuff. Or if they had more Kombat stuff, I would have bought that stuff too. But I bought like a shirt and a hat and some stickers. It was pretty cool. What else? The stage was pretty cool. Like the whole like setup. Um, Winning the medal. Like I didn't expect. Like I know we are gonna get something from winning, but like the medal was like actually like pretty clean. I really like how it looks and all that stuff. But what else for the event? Why the long lines over there? Like I was surprised at
Oh no.
how quick they moved. Cause like when I saw the lines, like oh my god, like we're gonna be here for hours. But no, it actually went pretty smooth. Not gonna lie. Uh, Pretty quick as well. Like the lines, like I don't even know how long, like distance wise, but it seemed as gonna be hours, but it only just felt like 45 minutes ish. But yeah, California, the views. I wish I got to see the Golden Gate Bridge. Not gonna lie, like I passed through San Francisco, but like I was able to like go because we're just on a short time frame. But next time when I go to California, I want to go check over there as well, and also check out LA. But yeah, Genesis as a whole is really good land. I think probably my most favorite land I've attended to out of like LTCs and Riptides and stuff. You can go ahead.
As for my experience with Genesis, mine is like the whole 30-hour drive just being inside the car for that time. I'd say Genesis was probably the best moments of my entire life. Um,
Mhm.
Back then I was just very shy. I didn't want to like step basically the way how almost everyone is. Everyone's just like super shy. Didn't want to like go say hi to anyone. But Genesis, I was like very outgoing. Wanted to talk to everyone. Introduce myself to Cactus here, who's very nice to have us here in this podcast. Uh, Talk to any other players. Just try to build some kind of connection, get more friends, know more people around the community. But as for the journey part of that, I'd say it was pretty cool. Texas could be pretty boring here after living here for your entire life. Seeing something new, the scenery, the environment, just the way how the land looks is absolutely breathtaking. By far one of the best road trips I've ever had.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that like you all had like your own really cool like fun experiences at Genesis. I mean, like you've all pretty much mentioned, it's amazing being able to really just get out there and see what the community can truly bring together. And that's just so many players coming for the same thing, and that's just for the joy and love of Splatoon. I did want to mention earlier when Pincher mentioned about Rice's house when we were all vibing. Yo, those push-ups went crazy, man. Those push-ups went crazy.
Push-ups, yeah.
For real, bro. I wish I could do the other days as well, but I didn't get to do it
It's
because
all
like you always
Yeah,
do it
same.
whenever I'm like busy. Like man, but I saw you at the
yeah.
very last time, but I was like I was just too tired after that day.
Yeah,
But nah,
same.
I
Grind
need to
don't
start doing
stop.
that too.
Grind don't stop. Grind don't stop. We keep it going.
For real. I love the
I wonder
push-ups.
I was
How many
wondering
days is it
what
now?
that video was about.
We're at 53 days now. 53
Yes,
days in a
Oh,
sir.
row.
Yes,
nice.
sir.
Yes,
Dang.
sir.
Nice.
What's your goal? Like how many days you trying to like
I'm gonna do
get, or you just go nonstop?
so I'm going every day for the entire year, and then
Entire
my
year.
my goal like I guess my smaller goal, well, that's my smaller goal. My larger goal is to try to be able to knock out 100 push-ups in a row. So far I can, if
Ooh.
I try, I can knock out like 30, 35 in a row.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, we could day by day, day by day.
Yeah.
That's
Progress, bro.
awesome.
Progress.
Absolutely. Yeah, but that's one of the fun things about land, is just the wacky stuff that can happen that will have the memory of for the rest of your
Hmm.
life. And especially like whether it's like your first land or it's your 15th land, like every time it's a something new happens, it's a new experience that you get to hold close to you. Um and I think that's awesome. And I know we were talking a little beforehand. I think some of you guys mentioned it, but the next land that you guys might be thinking of going to, LTC, couple months, 3 months away.
Yes, sir.
Yes. We're oh wait,
Home
we
state.
yes,
Home
home
The
state,
state.
home,
home state,
the home
Home
state.
state.
yes. The three
Yeah,
Texans,
for them,
will,
for them. Let's go.
the three Texans will be there, and we're definitely teaming up for once again. So you definitely expect to see Mickey Mart again. I don't know if you'll go by that name, but we'll think about it.
It's so unique. I mean, if it changes, like obviously we'll keep an eye out. We gotta. I mean, come on now, you guys, uh, performed so well at this event. And speaking of performing so well, one of the questions I did have is, how much time did you guys put into practicing for this event? Because for a lot of times, for certain pickups, a lot of teams find it hard to get in a good amount of time to scrims or maybe tournament practice due to maybe different time zone differences or even just in general finding times in life. So how much would you guys say you practiced for this event?
Here, like if I can start right now, I will give you I'll give you guys a bit of a backstory. So, for me, just real quick, I was supposed to like actually be like in the team with Shiny, Pika, and like a plus one. But then like I had to like find out like some other team because Shiny like actually had a wedding to go to, and then they were the best person, and then the wedding was during Genesis time, and it was back on January 4th where like I just randomly like DM Pincher and I asked him like, hey, like bro, like do you have a team for Genesis? like just out of pure curiosity to see like if I would be able to like be their plus one, like if they still needed it. And then like literally the day after, we did a SNQ set, and to that I'm like, bro, like I just want to like give a quick like huge shout outs to them right now. That I'm just really grateful that we were able to like team up and they accepted me as their plus one.
Of course, dude. I almost said a no word. You're insane, bro. Like you
Thank you,
deserved it.
thank you.
You deserve that spot. But to even go further back, I mean like stream like let me like give me like 3 seconds to search this up. Me and Pincher, all right, to give some small context, me and Pincher, I think our first was your first land at 22, Low Tide City, right?
Yep, that's when I first saw you when I
Okay,
like
yeah.
sat down on the floor or some shit to play open or league.
Yeah, yeah. That was our
Nice.
first time playing with each other and meeting each other, right? And then we didn't talk that much until like recently, but like so that was the connection, right? And then it all started building up, and then me, it was I think it was Proving Grounds 26. Me, Pincher, uh, uh, Jeff Rose, and One Shot played in a Proving Grounds, and
Yep.
then me and Pincher just started hitting it up a lot more. We just started talking, playing more, and
Yeah.
whatnot.
We also
And
played
then
before that like once. It was like that one state like region thing with Delta and someone else.
I forgot about that.
That was a long time ago. That was like a year ago enough now.
Yeah, I
But
forgot
yeah,
about that one, but
that was like our first time only playing like together like in Splatoon 3.
yeah, exactly. And of course, it was kind of weird for that one because, like, obviously that was out of nowhere. I didn't think we practice it. I mean, we didn't practice for proving rounds either, but I think that's when we started to synergize a lot more. And then uh Pincher introduced me to Erida, and we all started chatting. We even met in real life, like in Austin. Excuse me, in Austin, and
Literally a month ago.
yeah, literally a month ago before Genesis,
Right.
we chill and synergize, and like we were we were also struggling to find a fourth, so that's what we also got Pepe, and also he's just absolutely insane. So
Thank you,
you
thank
know,
you.
yeah, of course. Uh, so we were just like doing a lot of stuff to make sure like everything just worked correctly. Um, so that's why we have such good synergy with each other because we just talk and chill. Like we're just chill with each other.
Uh,
That's just it.
oh yeah. No, is that anything else you say or you're good?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Good.
All right, but I don't want to interrupt. My bad. But I was saying we've probably been practicing like maybe like late November most likely because like at first I was trying to figure out because I really wanted to go Genesis because Big House got canceled back in like middle of September. I was like, damn, I really want to go to that event because I want to go to like a big event just to like look around and see if there's any actual like good competitions just to look in person and stuff, and also just hang with people that I know that's gonna go over there. That's like the most important thing. Like, oh yeah, who's going? Like, oh, I see this person going. All right, bet let me go over there so I can hang and shit. Or yeah. But when I was over there at like oh yeah, so I saw Genesis was happening. I was I gotta find a team. So I was looking at random people. I hit up Erito and say, hey, you gonna go? Like yeah. I was like, I already have Len with me. Like, oh, so cool. So we just gotta find a fourth. So we went through like multiple people going through like trying to see who'd be our fourth. It's not because they didn't fit our roles, because like random things happen in life, so they weren't able to like make it to the land itself. And so we're just like kind of like out of luck sometimes, because every now and then we find someone, and then like the next day they say, "Oh, sorry, we're not able to go anymore." I was like, "Dang!" Now it just puts us back a little bit. Luckily, we found Pepe like somewhere like I forgot what part of January earlier last month, but we did,
It was
and
on
we're already
fourth, the
yeah.
fourth, where
So
I DM'd you, Pincher.
yeah, the 4 days into the new year, and like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, bet. So, I mean, me, Erto, and Len already been playing for like decent amount, like almost like every time I get out of work, and Erto too, we just like play some Syndicate or like try to get a scrim going on, like practice, like getting good practice these days without like plus server or anything like that. Even though I keep saying plus server doesn't matter, plus server this and that, divs don't matter and all that shit. I will admit that it is really hard to get practice, like good practice, in order for you to like actually improve and actually like get good synergy, because like you just get some random little like scrims that like they just dominate, then you just need to keep getting that over and over again and just not really improve. And then getting actual good players. I don't know, if you really want to actually get good practice and play tourneys, and then if you really had a close set or like you lost to someone, just keep in touch with them through DMs. You probably even heard of this like so many times in other podcasts of like how to like. I think Popcast has probably said this before as well, like other like podcasts as well for how to get better practice. But just like hit people up in DMs, try to schedule stuff like there, and instead of just like pinging and Ludi or like or random other scrims because like you're probably not gonna get no answer and you're like, oh, I guess no scrim for us boys. Like we're just playing open, I guess. And yeah, we've been practicing for a while, just to make sure, cause like, sure, like winning Genesis was a cool thing, but like I didn't think we were gonna win, but also at the same time, I think we were because of how many times we've been practicing compared to everyone else, and we had already beat like Red Sun like a month before, or I think it was January in Squid Junction. I'm not sure when it
Yeah,
was, but
I
we
think
did.
it was Squid Junction
Yeah,
during
it was pretty close, but like it's still pretty like it still felt pretty good after winning that. Like solid. So I was like, all right, so we just keep polishing up, and I think we got it in the bag if they're gonna be like the hardest team there, for us. And what else? Mm, yeah, we just like kept practicing like every night, and also like shouts to Joe and Balloon that were also on the server. They're just there to help us out, coaches. Like just like 10 of those things that we need to learn about, and just polish us up basically, just to get us ready to like win the whole thing. And yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, I think that's all I gotta say about getting ready and stuff. Anything you gotta say, Elite?
Basically, you already said what I was about to say, saying that we all had like our own wonky schedule, Len dealing with school, Peppa also dealing with school and work at the same time, Pinter and I
Yeah.
also with work. It's just the fact that with us having not the great of a schedule, we still were able to get at least some practice in. And look at that, we won Genesis, even with like the most slowest little practice that we have. But it isn't just about playing just a bunch of games. It's by learning each match that you play, learning every time whatever mistake you do, like learning when I try to pop your bubble. Shout out to Joe for that since he was able to pop that out. Sh-
yeah.
Like I said, shout out to Joe and Balloon. They were able to help us out. We
Yeah.
wouldn't do this.
Seriously.
We honestly could not do this without you, bro.
Hmm.
So we are. I speak for Mickey Mart. We thank you for what you've done for us.
Yes. Joe, thank you so much, bro.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Joe.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you. You
Like
put on.
literally like I'm so sorry. But like he was there like in pretty much every single, if not most of the time we practice. Like he was just there. He was wanting to like join every single time we got a practice in, and the man was just there to help us out. Like he is a real one for that one. Like again, huge shout outs to him for sure.
Exactly. If I would bring up the vlogs right now, I would most of the time you'll see him in VC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Every time you even play like a single match or anything, it'll just be there.
Yeah, even if he's not, even if we're not practicing, he'll just be just to chill or whatnot. So like he's
Right?
just yeah, exactly. So he's just there just to chill and stuff like that. So I appreciate him, and also
Yeah,
thank you
he's great.
for him being on my ass for how I play. Because like, dude, it's like I swear to God, like he was like, there's a lot of things that I could improve on, and he taught me a lot of things I could do, and I feel like over the past month or so, I definitely improved as a player and whatnot. So bless Joe.
I can confirm that you actually really did.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's
The way
awesome
that we
that you guys had
synergize
somebody.
together and everything.
That was actually something I was gonna mention, like your synergy. Was that ever a worry? Like, obviously, it seems you guys like connected so quickly, and because with a lot of help from Joe, it was able to improve so much. And really, I mean, like you mentioned, you guys won the entire event. It's incredible. If a pickup team just performed incredibly and took home the gold. Was synergy ever a worry? Did you guys ever think like, like were you guys not gonna vibe with each other right away, or is it because you kind of already had like that background info on each other? It was just like, we were gonna vibe no matter what.
On my end, I'll say for me being their plus one since they like have already been playing together for a good while. Um, I'm not gonna lie, like at first, like I was a bit worried. Like I mean, yeah, like I was worried, like if I was not going to click within their comp with like how they play and whatnot. Because like for me, I I know Pincher from just seeing him like on tourneys, on like scrims and whatnot. Like I know that he is like a strong slayer. Like I know he's good. Like every single time like he plays solo queue, and then I see him like oh like that's like a oh damn moment. And then for land like I noticed him like at Riptide where he was just going insanity like at Riptide, and like when I saw him like just destroy with blaster. I was just like, who is this guy? Like, what the heck? Like, it's my first time seeing them. Like, oh my goodness. Um, and then he was the one that gave us most trouble in our pool. So we were like, goddamn. And then for Irito, like when I saw him play, like he was the one that surprised me the most. Cause yes, no one in this community plays bow, and if there is, like I have like seen I play with the people who play bow, but my god, like when I see him and then when I saw how like his stuff on YouTube, I was like, how like this this man makes bow look like top tier weapon. Like I don't know how he does it, but he somehow does it. But for me, like I was worried, and then at first I was like, when I started to practice with them like in Santa Q on scrims. I was kind of like doing like my own thing. Like at first, I just felt like I was not really playing well like around them. And then after a lot of Santa Qs, a lot of scrim and practice, I felt like I was like slowly but surely like getting there to like how I need to play. Like literally like huge shout outs to Land like for telling me, hey, don't shark paint because like if I give him the paint, if I give him the opportunity to shark, then he just goes ham. Like he absolutely like goes like in destruction mode. And so with that, like I just had to like learn a lot and like playing differently than what I'm used to with my other team. And yeah, the worry was gone. The more like I was able to play with them and feel like I could be doing my own thing while still playing along their style.
Yeah, along going off of what Pepe said, I also like I didn't have any worries. Like I felt like once we played with each other, like playing with each other is different than just like hanging out. But like once we just chilled, like I personally, if I want to play with the team, I want to chill with them before playing with them. You know what I mean? So I get to know like how they are and just how they see the game and whatnot. I mean, playing it is different because that's when like everything is on the spot. You don't your actions and like feelings don't really correlate to how you actually feel in general because it's an in the moment type thing. You know what I mean? So people could get strung up with like saying harsh things when they don't mean it and whatnot. You know what I mean? And all that jazz. So like that's why I just don't think like how you feel about the game or how you do things in the game don't reflect to you as a person in general. So that's why I'm like, I want to hang out with these guys, and that's why I asked Pincher and Naruto they want to hang out one day, and we did. We just got it along very very well. Chilled. We did David Busters, did some arcade stuff. We got some cool like crap out of it. It was very nice. And when Pepe came along, I mean, this was after Pepe came along, but when Pepe came along, I knew we were gonna synergize. Of course, the gameplay was a bit different because once again, you had to learn a different play style and whatnot. So that was the one thing that kind of made a bit skewed. But once we played each other more and more, it just clicked. And also, Pepe is just one of the nicest people in this community. I don't understand how he just like he's just so chill and very like kind and understanding in general. Like he's just a very kind individual. So I just
Thank you,
I
bro.
would
Thank you.
yeah, of course. So I would no matter what, even if the gameplay didn't mesh, I would still enjoy just talking to you and talking to Pepe because he's just very chill and whatnot. And of course, Pincher and Naruto are just they're the homies, bro. I could just chill with them, just talk about anything with them without really like worrying about much.
Yeah, for sure, man. Same goes for you, but like just hanging out with you. Like, I wish I had talked to you way sooner. Like, or like I did tell like meet you. Like I always said, we met back in LTC. I wish I did like keep in touch with you to talk a little bit more, but whatever. But at least we met up again. Like sooner, better like later than never, I guess. But
Right.
yeah, I mean, synergy wise, okay, so when we're trying to find a fourth, so basically me and Erto, our mindset was like, all right, so we're thinking about doing really good. Like, we didn't think about winning, but we're thinking about doing decent enough to get like maybe a podium or something like that. That was my goal. I've been telling that like to like several people before like the land. It's like, yeah, like I'll be happy with just making like third place or maybe even second place too. But winning is a whole nother like cherry on top. But so basically the whole thing is like I was gonna play single layer either way, but we're trying to look for like a support player to play with us, and like all the support players that we had was just like we didn't really trust them, and also it's just like we couldn't really find any like decent ones that will like mesh with us and stuff. So I thought Pepe was originally like a support player. I saw like his old PFP on his like I never
Oh
seen
yeah.
his gameplay or anything like that, but I saw like he was playing like he had a junior in his own like his Octoling and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. So I asked him, how good is your support? And he said, I don't play support. I was like, damn. like, I was like, damn. Like, cause like over here, or to say he's just my Slayer. It's like, all right. So if we don't find like a decent enough like support, then I'll play support because I already have some support background, but it's not the best. But I can do it. But it's gonna take some time to get used to. But like at heart, I'm just playing. I'm a Slayer. Like I'll go in and get kills and whatnot. But yeah, so our Squid Junction, we played our first tourney together. We obviously scrimmed and like do a syndicate before, and we felt pretty confident about it. And going into that Squid Junction, I don't like. Did we lose a single thing until like winners finals? Right? I think we just won every single set.
It was literally just winners finals against Duck Motif. We
Yeah,
just
that's the only team we lost.
Mhm.
And then we got sent to losers. Got our way back to grands, and it didn't like. I feel like we could have like had a little bit of a chance. Sure, we got one of the games off of the duck motif of a DC, but I feel like if we played our actual comp, like the double shot
Mhm.
blaster bow, I think our results would have been way better since like the whole tourney I was playing like zap and support and stuff. But um but it's a good thing we realized that hey, we don't really need cooler support if we're already doing this well with just a double shot blaster and bow. So we just end up like practicing that from now on, and yeah, we just won us the whole tourney because no one else could really like keep up with it. Cause like how I see it, running double shot, it's kind of like already having like since Len already has a QR, and me and Pepe are not really running QR that much. I don't think you are, Pepe.
I have
I'm
no
not.
QR. Yeah.
Yeah, so like since we're all just going in and fighting and stuff like that, and we're just the same, literally the same player, the same build, and just also can like save a couple of abilities to go like going for kills and stuff like that. It feels like we already have like coolers since we're just going taking turns doing that thing if you think about it. So so we're just going in. I'm doing support every now and then. Sometimes I go get like round triple. Pepe is over there going crazy as much as he can, and so is Len. And then Elite is just in the back, just being our anchor, just putting as much pressure with as much range as well. But Synergy, yeah, I was worried, but we just played for a bit, and yeah, it turned out pretty good if y'all can tell. You can go elite.
But yeah, at first it didn't start off really well. We just trying to figure out what weapons to play since at the very beginning we just assumed that Pepe was a support player since he had a junior in his PFP, which I'm pretty sure everyone would say that exact same question.
Yeah,
But
yeah, no, it was here real quick. It was just because I one tricked junior in S2, and then that's why I did not change and update my PFP until like later. But yeah, that's why.
yeah, you gotta get a new PFP every once in a while, bro.
I should.
Real.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Not that I change PFP every single time. No, I don't do that. But basically, yeah, it did start off as how like we played over there Genesis. You were trying to figure out, do we run double shot? Do we run zap? Do I run chump bow? Don't ever make me play that weapon again. It's so bad. I do not
Okay,
want
no, no,
to.
no.
It was
Okay,
working. It
it
was
worked. It
working.
worked. It worked for a bit. Okay, it
Yeah.
worked
That's
for a bit.
crazy.
It worked for me. Okay, and for me only. But for as a team, it didn't work. But for me, it worked.
Exactly.
Alright, I'm not. Yes, Chumbo is not good, but I still like Chumps. All right, it's just a me thing.
Should have gone on your kit.
That's crazy. Oh my goodness.
Nah,
Well,
you mad?
But yeah, I'm just really grateful to have Pepe, Lynn, and Pitcher be able to let me play Bo. Because over there back in Espresso, I wasn't really let allowed to play Bo. I wish I would have played Bo in LTC. I think I would have done a lot more better. During
Oh
that
yeah,
time, just
synergy. Yeah, like we already had our synergy with each other anyway, so that's also built up as that. So we already have half the team synergized.
right. But yeah, I'm just super happy that I was able to play Bo with y'all.
and I think it really
Yeah, it's a great
showed.
time.
Like it showed that like no matter like really like you guys could play whatever you wanted casually and you made it work. And by casually I mean like to your wants. You know what I mean? Like there wasn't no forcing someone on cooler. There wasn't forcing someone on a different like mid or backline weapon. Like you ran a comp that most people would probably in the community would probably look at and say there's no way this wins a tournament. Maybe it gets a good placement because you guys are all fantastic and really good players, but I don't think anyone could have imagined the result that showed at Genesis. And for those maybe at home that are listening to this that didn't watch Genesis or didn't get to catch it, it wasn't a very strong back and forth set against the top 4 teams, it was, dare I say, a demolishment. I mean, these guys cooked so hard in this tournament that they won Grand. I think what 3-1? No, 3-0, right?
3-0,
3-0.
3-0.
baby.
That's
It was
right. 3-0
Was
in
it
we
3-0?
only lost
Grand.
like one game off of Red Sun. That was like the very first game, and I'm
Yeah,
pretty
so
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Mhm.
after that we just like six games in a row.
Yeah, so I mean, it just goes to show that honestly, like the weapons, most of the time don't always matter too much as long as the synergy's there, and also like the players that have the weapons in their hands know how to use them properly. I mean, like you guys said, you had Pepe painting a lot for Len to get in and get those picks, and we saw on stream those crazy triples that Len was popping off with. Those were absolutely insane. Pincher just
On
rushing
Barnacle,
in.
yeah, yes.
Yeah, the squid bag after was so iconic.
The Barnacle game.
It was so iconic. And then Irito just like the god tier bow. I mean, there were some shots that
Yes.
people were even. I remember like after I was talking to Rice, and we remember just talking about how if Irito had to back up, Irito, you would shoot your feet. So the spread of the stringer would cover you, so you had enough space between the enemy and yourself, so you can get out in time. Like that's something you don't see commonly between like, most boat players or most players in general when it comes to finding ways to back out of tricky situations, whether that's using your main weapon or using a sub. So it was incredible to see all of you use your weapons to its best strengths in your own ways.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And most of us here are pretty much maybe not Pincher. He's kind of not a slave, but he's working it. Most of us here are like most of us here are like one tricks. So like
Yeah.
of course there are gonna be people who be like, uh, there's gonna be some people out there gonna be like, oh, double Zuka and whatnot. But mind you, almost all of the opposition ran coolers. So you know what? And we ran no cooler. So
Yeah.
if you want to make fun of
And
us,
bow and blaster.
Yeah.
and go and blast, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we also had to go against 2 Zukas as well for the double shots.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So
Oh yeah.
I yeah against Final Fantasy 14,
Mm-hmm.
the +2 and Protron pickup.
The Pachara
But
at the pickup, yeah.
and so like I said, I just think at the end of the day, like I said, we just clicked. We're very well versed in our weapons and whatnot, and this is I will say this is this is only the beginning for us, 100%. We're just gonna keep on pushing.
I love that. I love hearing that this is just the start of Mickey Mart. I know you guys mentioned that might not go by that name in the future, but I mean, I think if anyone hears that name, we'll know the players that are appearing on it. So you guys already kind of briefly went over your expectations for performance. Obviously a podium finish. I believe Pincher mentioned. Is that kind of like a shared expectation, or did some of you just really not have any expectation? You just kind of went in this kind of saying you're going to do the best you can.
That's
Yeah,
a hard question.
like
Um,
what Pincher said a while ago. Myself and Pincher, we really just want to go into the tournament to try to win it all. So that's why we just try to gather as many good players as we could. Came across with Len, and then eventually we came across with Pepe. We told them what we wanted to get done. They were also on board with us, and we just started playing scrims, try to see what else we could improve on, play as much as we can with the little time that we had, and we still won the whole thing.
VOD reviews are important. Just remember that.
Yep.
How often
they
did you
certainly are.
guys VOD review?
Maybe like twice, but not enough. But we still like. I feel like if we even VOD review even more, it would be even more like polished up and shit.
Got you.
Oh my bad,
Yeah.
but yeah.
It's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Thinking
Listen,
about that.
listen. I haven't gotten
All
messaged
good,
yet
Pincher.
about it, so don't worry. They're slipping through the cracks, but it's all right. They're not getting caught.
It's the first episode. It's all good.
Yeah,
We're
it's
chilling,
okay.
chilling.
Someone in chat said it's the pilot. Like the pilot's allowed to have a couple mistakes.
We love it.
So oh my gosh.
For me, I like okay, Pincher and Naruto, they were locked in. When it comes to LAN events for me, I'm usually there to chill. To be honest, I'm going to be real here. I kind of knew we were gonna get podium. Like I was that confident. Like I didn't think we are going to win because one Popgun's he's kind of a meanie head, so you know.
Hey, I don't want a pop gun popcast beef. but
No, no,
he's gonna think I'm
no,
taking Cohen for his job.
no, but yeah, for real though, like I did think we're gonna get top three, but winning is different, and I did because if I had to play to win mentality, I think I would have lost more because like I am pretty harsh on myself on how I play and whatnot, especially recently, especially since now being like high level and stuff like that. It's a lot harsher out in these woods. It's you gotta be careful. So that's why I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna here to play, and if we win, I'm gonna pop off and I make sure everyone knows I am a camera person. I want everyone to know my existence if I'm on camera.
I feel that, man. Those chairs, man, they deserve what they get.
Bro, this fool.
I think you could get some insurance of the chairs, Cactus. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. I might have
For
to.
every single
I
land.
might be a liability, man. They might have to stop letting me in.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, Len, go ahead.
No. I wasn't saying anything actually. You go ahead.
Yeah. From my end, like it's very interesting. So for me, like I would like to think lands out there like SoCali that are like local slash regionals in a way where I like the more experience I had with like lands, the more I was more comfortable with playing like the game. Because usually like my first land, and this could be the same for everyone here. But my first land was just horrible. I played so bad, and I think I get that the experience for me like mentally like I have to fix my adaptation every single time like I play somewhere else that is not my usual setup. And for me like that took time, but like I think because of my previous experience with like previous lands like SoCali, um and still like and winning like in those tourneys, I was able to like learn myself like internally like how I'm going to react when I'm playing like in a different setup, and how that changes like every single time, like even on stage. But honestly like the moment that I felt like we are going to win, or like we have a chance to win, was when we pretty much like every single one in Mickey Mart did feel like we locked in. The moment like that lock in feeling was there, like we were just strolling. I was not stressed at all. Like I think it was in the moment of like um after the first two games against Prochara's team, uh it was just like wow, it was good. Like it did not matter if we lost the next time or even the time after that. We kept our composure, and we made sure to lock in no matter what. Um, a nice thing that I heard from Pincher every single time, and then honestly, like it is one that I'm now like, yeah, I'm gonna take this into the future. Is like, it doesn't matter if we lose, like, GG's go next. For us, we're not a team to where like we like reflect every single thing that happened like in the moment, like go on why we lost. We were just like, you know what, it was bad. It was a bad game on us. Like they did good, and we will just put our game in the next one. And that to me, like I just felt like so strong. And because everyone was like on the same page here, I felt like yeah, like I was able to lock in with them as well, and that really helped out.
Let me add on to that. Yeah, sometimes whenever we lose, it's not even just our map mode. Sometimes, like, oh yeah, it's not even our map mode. So they got that. Whatever, they can take that. We'll take the next game. I don't really care. That's all it goes.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh, Cactus.
Yeah, this year.
I'm here. Sorry, it's a little technical difficulty, but don't worry, we're making it work.
Yeah.
Pilot episode. Let's go.
It's okay.
No worries,
It's
bro.
A
okay.
pilot.
So yeah, the pilot.
No,
So
yeah, no
yeah.
worries, no worries. It happens.
Sorry, we're cooking. We're cooking. All right. We're back in business. Don't worry, everything's fine. I'm glad Pepe mentioned this, but because it was gonna be the next question, is like what was like the point that you guys thought you could win this entire event? I know Pepe mentioned it. It was pretty much after the 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 Final Fantasy team that was pretty much Pro Char and a couple +2 pickup players. Um, but was that kind of like was after that set kind of, or during that set, was that kind of like the turnaround where it's like, yeah, like we're gonna win this whole thing? Like was that the moment? Like was that, I mean, if you don't have a specific moment, obviously, like that's understandable. But what if you could recall? Was there ever a specific moment that's like, we're winning this thing?
I can actually answer that question. So, before we actually played the game, because our set started at 2, we actually wanted like to warm up and try to find some people to play with or play against. And so we when I decided to scrim up with against Storm's team, I think we played a total of like 8 games, only lost one. And then after that, we decided to play with Prochara against Prochara's team. We played like around 7 games, only lost two. But out of those entire games, we like absolutely KO'd them. It was like almost like a one close to like a 1 minute game. So every time we like won those games, it just like sparked something saying that yeah, we can definitely win this. I remember recalling in VC
Hmm.
and saying, yeah, we definitely got
Oh
this.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was
Yeah,
it.
Agree.
yeah, that's the only word for me. Like before playing this whole thing, like I didn't even know what to expect from the Final Fantasy team, honestly, since they're like all of them have like really good like backgrounds and experience and all that stuff. Like, all right, I don't watch out for this. Like I heard Joe say, nah, you gotta worry about that. Like since how y'all been playing recently and all that stuff, yeah, I think I got that in the bag. Like really, like I don't know, cause the Storm Hero, I see Caden play every now and then, random like tourneys, weeklies and stuff. I was like, all right, so there's all like they're all like still competing like pretty actively. And I was like, I don't know what to expect from them because all of them like Char especially like playing different weapons and stuff. Like you don't know what to like predict from him, so we're just that. But like what Erito said, we practiced against him. We just dominated for the most time. We just lost 2 games against them out of like 7 or 8. And I was like, yeah, I think we got it. And then like once the actual set became like happening, like when we that's why we just felt so confident because like before we played it on stage, like we just like basically just like felt like nothing when we were fighting against them, like practicing. I was like, all right, so that's why we got the 2 games, like down already, like so quick. And the third game, we're trying to like finish it 3-0, like have like a really like clean set going on. But obviously, got the best of us in the next 2 games. We able to close it out barely in the last game. Still won, but could have been way better though, cause that was like a clown match, bros. It was like that was just that was just a goofy
it was
match right there.
The
Just
Mickey.
it was very
Yeah.
Mickey. It was very Mickey.
Very Mickey, bro.
Do you think like if it wasn't Red Sun and Grand, let's say like if we were to tweak it a bit, right? Let's say it was that Pro Char pickup that was like in Grands against you guys. Do you think like you would have had another similar set to how it was of that best of 5 during a tournament, or you think it still would
Mm,
have been similar, like y'all swept?
I think it would have been like the same as semifinals. I
Gotcha.
think, but maybe a little bit. Maybe they wouldn't like. I think we would have went like 3-1 because like at that point like, oh, we're in grand finals, all right, or winners finals against them. Like all right, let's just close it out as much as we can. Like even locked in, extra lock in, and just give them hell basically. And just yeah, after that, like after we won that against that Final Fantasy team, like when I saw that it's only Red Sun left, like oh yeah, I don't feel worried about Red Sun.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then if I can add like to that, I feel like if we were to go against Prochara's pickup in Grands, for me, like I think it was more so that their comp was, or that their comp could be unpredictable because like those players like do play a good amount of weapons in which they do feel comfortable and yet still do good. Against Red Sun, since we pretty much scrim against them like a lot, I feel like they were more predictable, and then we knew like what they could go like in each map mode. And honestly, okay, um, as a side note to this, when we went against Red Sun, and they had like the counter pick like map modes, right? Literally, the night before, like on the bed of the hotel, I went, uh, on Twitch, like on the VOD, against the scrim that we did, and I just took notes. I took notes of like of each map mode and like how well we did against them, like if we dominated or like if we did like at least okay, or if they figured us out like after we did the replay. I literally did like all this like on the bed like last night, like the night before, and I'm glad that I did that because like I felt confident to do a counter pick against Red Sun in winners finals. And after that, like it was just like that one loss that we had to do a counter pick, and it felt nice. But yeah, against Prochara, it was more so like unpredictable.
Got you. Well, it's nice to hear that no matter who you would have faced, you would have felt the same way. That you guys clear, you guys win this tournament, and as we've said it multiple times, you obviously did. Speaking of that win, how did you like? Take me in the moment. Take me. I'm Mickey Mart. I just won Genesis X. What are the vibes? What are the feelings? What are we feeling during this moment? They're dead.
Oh man, I I remember it like clear. It still
I,
feels like a fever dream to me. I remember it clear as day personally. Like
yeah.
I screamed, I jumped up, I hugged Pepe, Erica at the same time while Pinter's doing his goofy ass.
Yeah. Wait, that was so
I
funny. Yeah.
remember that.
Irito
Like
I
just
mean, I have
like,
to do
dude,
it,
that
bro.
was
What other
great.
Splatoon players can do that? No one.
That's
Dude, it was
true.
great, bro. It was great.
right, and then I went down to the stairs and I went down off the stage and just hugged and kissed my boyfriend because I really
Let's
wanted that.
go.
That's
And
awesome.
like and then I went back upstairs to hug the team again. I just couldn't like I felt like crying, but I couldn't because I was just too excited from just this is like a first big win where like people like eyes are on us. People didn't believe in us and like we just proved them wrong. You know what I mean? Like well, people did believe in us, but like what to the naysayers, we proved them wrong. You know what I mean?
I kind of want to agree on that too, since both of us don't play meta weapons. I was on that. I had that same feeling as well, and I was like, "Damn, I really did it with bow, a weapon that people will look down upon. I actually did it."
Mhm.
I know there was like a lot of strong teams playing, but the fact that we still played pretty good against two really well known teams, I was really happy about that.
Yeah, for me, like, uh, going to the grand finals and the stage and stuff, like, I already knew where we had it. Like, oh, yeah, nah, it's time to get over with. Cause like at that point, like, whenever we won like the winners finals, I guess we went to like 3-1. I was like, oh, okay, no, we got like an hour break back. Cause I'm already tired of like doing that goofy dance taunts. Cause like the whole time I was just doing there, like playing the game was like whatever. Like it was like pretty like well until like Final Fantasy, like they had to like they made a run out of money or whatever. But like playing the game, like winning our matches, it was whatever. It was pretty quick and easy. I was just thinking of ways to like what to say on stage, what how to taunt them, and just I just like
Bro,
doing that.
three
Like
gaming
I,
the.
I, I just I just like a reason to taunt against the other people. It's no nothing personal. It's all in the game. Like if y'all take it personal, then that's on you. But I'm just doing it because I think it's fun and it's funny. And if people like record that, then it's something for me to look back on. Like, yeah, look at my goofy ass like doing that
Mhm.
little dance or like making an L on my L sign or like doing whatever. Like I just like doing it. It's funny. And what else? And yeah, so once our winter finals already ended, I was like, oh, now we gotta wait for grand finals, and I just want to go and just like go out to eat already or chill or something like that. But once grand finals already happened, like, oh, okay, time to go. Yeah, we just took down the first two games pretty quick, and um, what else? And Rainmaker on Crab Leg, right? So we got to there. I don't know we're gonna win it, but like it was so many different things going on, like how this guy,
Mhm.
this guy with the checkpoint.
Oh my
Yeah, you already
god.
know.
Oh my god,
Yes.
can we
Everyone
not?
Wait,
to the
wait,
side.
no,
Can
wait, no.
we
Can we
not?
please talk about that just a little bit?
Oh,
Well, like, I need to. I don't think we've actually ever talked about like what was like the like not the thought process, but like what was happening up there when the checkpoint was originally
Hmm.
missed. Like, I know
I
some people
think
were
this
probably
guy
in
can
the
explain.
zone.
Irito.
uh, man, I can't
Yeah, give your
believe
insight on that,
I
please.
shouldn't do this to
Irito.
me. I hate y'all.
You were locked in. No, I listen. I gotta. I mean, I remember when that happened during one of the New York LAN events. I think it was Hitzel. Hitzel missed the checkpoint completely on it was Rainmaker Undertow. Like just completely whiffed it. It was so.
I mean, because
I
he's a
get being
Splatoon 2
locked
player
in.
though, like mainly, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think what and
I mean,
they
that
play
would
a
make
lot
sense.
of subs,
And
but yeah, it's just you were locked in, so I get it.
You know what? Like I'll say this. I'll give Irito the respect. Not only did he win using the bow, but he knows how to taunt a team. by going past the checkpoint and still winning. You know,
It was tactical. It was tactical.
it was all for the
Yeah, for
like,
content.
he
For
made it
Yeah,
for
content.
the
for the
content.
content.
You know, we make YouTubers out here.
Yeah, I filled out the map for content too on TC Hagglefish.
Oh my gosh,
We legit
yes.
almost lost the game for that. We legit almost lost the game for that. That is not a troll.
Oh my
That is
It
not a
was for
God.
troll.
content. It's for content. Don't worry, we're gonna win either way.
That
Dude,
is not a troll.
You had to
Pincher,
spice it
like
up.
I'm not gonna lie, like at the moment you fell off the map in Pincher, I was like, we are screwed. Like, oh my god.
Bro's giggling.
But it didn't,
Bro,
it, didn't, but it
goofing.
worked out. Like it somehow worked out. Somehow.
Oh my god.
You're
Dude,
welcome.
okay. To be okay, I will say. Well, my mind's okay. My point of view, because like to be fair, I think I said I had an early bubble. I placed an early bubble up front of checkpoint so they don't destroy it or they don't focus on the checkpoint as well. And I think that's why Erito went forward and set the checkpoint.
Well, that and the route that I took to get to there is like a route that I take when we already passed first check, so I didn't
Mhm.
see like the check on my screen. I know there's a UI that tells you that you didn't pass a check. I know that, but like
Awareness check.
I was just
I
I
was
was
gonna
too
say, I
locked
feel
in.
like
Okay.
we see that enough that we just kind of ignore it because there's always text on the screen. I feel like you just learn to blur it out.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, and then
And-
after that, we just early popped off because I heard Naruto. Like, if you watch back the
No.
stream, if you watch back the stream, you can see it actually going down. But I think it was Krim that got at the very, very last nanosecond there, just barely getting it. I was like, dang, because I remember I was going after that guy, but I got killed off with random strikes. I was like, dang. But I heard that, like, I saw the animation going down into the podium. I was like, oh, okay, we got it. And then we all stood up, and I saw all those got up, but like, Naruto and Len got down pretty quick, and I saw Pepe already like
Yeah, no,
straight like putting his hands
Popping
up. And I was like.
off.
And I was like, and you can see me if you go back to it, like me, like at the very end, like putting my my left arm, like patting him down, like, hey, we're still in the game, we're still in the game, get down, get down, get down. Like just sure, like I don't think they were gonna like get that because like that's to literally KO it all the way from their from to carrying their Rainmaker from their base all the way to ours. I don't think it was enough time. So yeah, at that point we're just egoing. Like I went to the bottom right corner and I saw like one of the wipers go down there. I was like, all right, this guy, like, I need help on the wiper, but I still diffed him and just bagged him for a bit. I don't care if the Rainmaker killed me. So the Rainmaker killed me. Len was going in there. I think he got a kill, but got picked up as one Pepe, and I just got a Zuka at the very end. I just finished out the Rainmaker with the Zuka, and then we popped off again.
Yeah, no, I was extremely confused like on both times on that match. One for the Rainmaker because like I actually like I did not realize in the moment that Erito like missed the Rainmaker until like it was being said like on comms. And so for, like because for me like I was just like so honed in on just going front and then just putting on that pressure so that we can push in with the Rainmaker, but I had no idea that happened. So I was like, okay, well, this happened, but you know what? We'll work with it. And then the second time was again like when we did not get like KO. Like I stood up, and then I was so confused when like the game was still going, and then like if you look back at my stream, like you can see my character like standing there for like a solid like 5 seconds, and I could have done something. Like if I did not pop off and stand, I could like actually like at least do something or get control in mid, like paint or anything, and not just stand there and just get killed. Like
Well,
I was so confused.
I think the funny part about that is besides you guys thinking you won it all, the cameras thought you won it all, Red Sun thought you won it all. Like everyone thought the game was over, and that's why you were alive for like 5-10 seconds, and no one shot at you. They flicked over back to the main game screen, and we just see you standing there, and no one's shooting at you, and it's like they don't know he's alive.
Like, I had to be like even the audience. Like I heard the audience screaming too, and they're like, "Wait, what?" They no, they yeah, even I was like, "Wait, guys, we gotta keep playing, gotta keep playing." It's like it was like we just like, it was in overtime. We just couldn't let them. We just couldn't let them have it at that point. We had to we had to end it. You know.
Exactly. And then real
Absolutely.
quick, like on that point, I think it was you, Cactus. I think you mentioned this to me. Like it was either you or one of the people in Secret Elixir that like what if like just to give like in what if situation, what if like if we did like pop off in that moment and then we accidentally got a DC because
Oh
we popped off
yes,
like me, right, like me, like
yes.
like what if like if I popped off so much like I DC like even like myself, like that would have been horrible. So I'm just glad that there were like actually like no DCs that happened in that moment, or else that would have been rough.
That's alright. I could have just sharked and win the game. Trust.
Oh, true. I mean, true. That's true.
Yeah, gotta trust the process. So, how did you guys celebrate? Like, did you guys have like any kind of cool big celebrations or anything? Like, what was your celebratory whatever for winning Genesis?
Um,
Uh,
If you
we
guys
kind
did
of
anything, if you
didn't
guys didn't
really
do
do
anything,
anything. It was
that's
just like how
fine.
we normally hung out. We just like treated like it was like a normal night or something.
Yeah, we just went
I'm
out
not
to eat
gonna
for a little
lie.
bit, like something like quick in and out, and just hung out for a little bit, and then like we barely, but like since we're kind of tired of doing all the little pop ups and stuff, I was like, yeah, let's just take it easy a little bit, and let's just do the more stuff since we're not playing anything on Sunday, like for Splatoon wise. It's like might as well just like have that day to celebrate, and like we went out to eat for a little bit, like with Atlanta's boyfriend for a bit at this one Mexican restaurant, and I went to go hang out with the Z tier players, like go out like ice skating. It was pretty fun
Oh
and
yeah,
just go
man.
around like hanging and them stuff. So yeah, basically the stuff like we didn't do it the same day, but like for me and Erto at least, we were just hanging out with other people and just like enjoying San Jose and San Francisco.
but
Right.
yeah. Oh wait, dude, you want to go? Go ahead.
No, you're good. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just gonna say right.
Yeah, but yeah, the celebration wasn't really anything crazy. I just kind of just went back to my hotel room and just chilled with my boyfriend and watching movies and whatnot. I didn't really do anything because like I screaming and just like having that like adrenaline rush of just everyone congratulating you was the celebration itself. You know what I mean?
I agree with that. Like literally, like when we went back to the press room, like I felt like I was official. Like, oh my goodness, like this whole thing of us like going to the press room, getting pictures of us, and like plus the money. I was like, what the heck? Like it felt surreal.
Yeah, it really did.
All right, that's pretty cool. Well, I mean, glad to know that you guys kind of spent afterwards uh, in your own way, celebrating however it might have been, whether that was just relaxing or grabbing some food, or preparing for your long, treacherous journey back. Because some
For
of you
real,
had some
man. Never
crazy
again.
trips.
It was fun. I didn't regret it, but yeah, next time I'll definitely fly out.
Yeah,
Or maybe
yeah.
I'll get a pilot's license and fly my own plane.
There you
What?
go.
Oh my god.
Oh, don't even.
If that if you attach a banner to your personal plane saying "Get lost, you just beat you, get better."
Oh my
For
god.
real, helicopter, plane, all that stuff. Yeah, I'll figure it out.
I love that. So obviously we do know what's coming up next for you guys. LTC that is only three-ish months away. But what about individually? What's next for each of you guys? That you are gonna maybe try to do comp wise, moving forward, or even just in preparation for LTC.
Pepe, you
Go
want to
Pepe.
start?
I mean, for me, well, so there was something at the airport. On the way back uh to my house. I was there with Magic at the airport, and we were like having a nice evening, a nice afternoon, because we had to wait for like until nighttime for us to take off to our flights. We had like a nice conversation about like LTC and about like him and TOing. You know, unfortunately, like he won't be there like with us anymore. I believe it'll be like after LTC, and with that, I was like, man, like it felt so nice. It felt like amazing to just get this victory. It really did, and I'm like, shoot. For me, I'm like, I have been talking to Magic, and I won't say a lot, but like there's something that may possibly happen for a project, not comp team project, but a literal project that I think I want to do for the Dune community. But I won't say a lot on that, but yeah, for LTC, honestly, like I'm just excited. Like I'm excited to see the players, the teams, how it's gonna be like, cause it'll be big, and I'm like I'm just looking forward to it. Like I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Yeah, yeah. I actually didn't know that you're working on something. So I'm very intrigued on what you're working on, Pepe. And I'm sure you'll
Yeah,
definitely good. You're like regardless of what you do, You got your like has your back because you're one person. And as for me, obviously, I was the new team Osmosis with Helix, Zenith, and
Mhm.
Babsy has been a few days ago, and that was the one thing I was really excited for because like I said, I really wanted to be on a team, and that was in the works for quite a while actually, like probably like a few months. I just had to stay quiet about it. I just literally could not say anything about it because if I did, then cause suspicion and whatnot. But yeah, but now that's like public information. Yeah, I'm officially on the team, and I'm just gonna keep playing and playing with them and with other people too. Like, don't get it twisted that I won't be playing with like uh other people. I'll be still doing pickups and whatnot with other people if they require, whatnot. But that's for me as a comp individual, and who knows? Maybe you might see me at the top someday.
Let's go.
Yeah, for me, I don't know if y'all saw or like how many people saw the tweet I put earlier today, but for me, I'm honestly like doing this comp thing like for fun. Like I don't really care about being the best. I don't really care. I do like being better, but I'm not gonna strive for like being the best Slayer or this NA or blah blah blah. Like if it comes, it comes. Like I'm just doing it for fun, just enjoying it. Not really like putting like so much pressure on myself if I lose or if I win or whatever. Whatever. So I'm just doing it, and also uh maybe I'll care if like Nintendo does something again, like does like a whole nother thing after Worlds, like maybe like a PAX West or PAX East, like NA Open type stuff. Then I'll give him my last shot. But right now, I'm just gonna help Erito. Like if he does want me to play with him, then like I'll play with him like in pickups to help him get results. And like hopefully with those results, you get like a better opportunities, and you can just like move on forward. So right now, it's just a little goal just to help out Erito as much as I can until he like finds better opportunities and just yeah. And then if for Splatoon, I'll still stick around. Like I do like the game. I definitely do like the friends I made in this community. Like just to like be able to like hang around. Like the ones I've like met in person, just hang around lands or just like even outside of lands, just hanging out just on our own time and stuff. It's pretty cool. Or just like just actually make genuine homies and stuff. So that's cool. And but like comp wise, like I probably won't be playing for too long. Like I said for Nintendo. But after that, out of Splatoon, I'm thinking about like maybe giving Mortal Kombat a try, competitive Mortal Kombat. We'll see. If not for gaming, then I'm gonna do like other hobbies like playing like guitar. Like I could probably do like live shows and stuff like that for guitar. Like I have different like a bunch of hobbies I really want to like. I really want to grind it out and see. So we'll see how we'll see how whatever time tells whatever. See how it goes. You can go, Erto.
As for me, I know there was some people who are wondering if I was gonna make a boat guide and everything. I used to make a lot of videos back then, but I just took like a really long hiatus because just for personal reasons. Because I just didn't. I won't go too far deep into it, but basically, ever since I won the Genesis, people were wondering if I was going to continue making YouTube videos. So I thought to myself, I probably should do it because I'm basically like the staple stringer. So it'd be dumb enough for me not to
You
do
are,
that.
bro.
It would be really dumb of
You're
me
the
for not to
leader.
do
You're
that.
you're
So
literally the
basically,
god bow player. Everyone will follow what you
He's the
say.
icon,
Yes,
bro.
the
Like
bow
Bowl
icon.
one major. What the?
Yeah, back in Espresso, this guy will always tell me, or like even like recently, just tell me to go like in recon mode, with him and just like test certain angles. So y'all be like
That's
flabbergasted or like
awesome.
That's
crazy about like
awesome, dude.
how does guy hit me behind a certain specific spot? Just lab it for like hours, like in certain
That's
maps
so
like
cool.
Hagglefish, Mahi, any type of bone map or anything like that, or just any map in general. Just having like a perfect angle, because I don't know how this guy remembers, but he just does and just like catches y'all lacking. You're like, how did this guy get me? He's the best bow player ever. But not like, well, yeah, he's good, but like at the same time, like if you want to be good at anything, this is just in anything in life, like or anything. It just takes a lot of practice. Like just put your mind to it, pull whatever. I mean, you heard this a million times, but it really does happen if you really want it. So
Hmm.
just put your time into it if you really care about it, and you'll expect the results you get. Hopefully.
right, as the picture said, it does take a long time for you to master something. You gotta like put like a lot of time into it in order to fully master something. But I was just shout out to Pincher for helping me reach this goal. I mean, just he helping out with my angles and everything. Try to optimize on what I could potentially do with bow. But But yeah, I was just gonna continue making videos since people really want me to do so, and also go back to streaming as well. Basically, come back to like the whole content creation kind of thing. But that's like my real big goal in Splatoon right now. Just make myself known out there, not just like in comp, but as for like any new players, casual players, literally anyone to like inspire to play bow. I know I'm gonna get like pretty bad talked on, saying like, why is there so many bad bow players in it? But I know I'm gonna hear that all the time on Twitter. But I think it'll be good for me.
No, absolutely. You guys all deserve the what's great that's coming to you. For real. You guys are all amazing people, amazing players. You all do such amazing things. As we are rounding the end of the episode, I want to just use this little bit of time. Any closing thoughts any of you have that you'd like to end off on? Anything you want to say before we round things off?
Yeah, for me, I will start this. Like, my goodness, for those of you out there that may be listening to this podcast, if you ever think about going to a LAN, and if you do, like, make it worth it. And if per se, if you don't feel like the first LAN was as good as what you may expect, just and you're still like wanting to go to those, like, just keep doing it. I feel like every single time that you go to a LAN, you see the same people like over and over again that like are committed to this hobby that we all enjoy doing, and because the first time may be a bit more so like weird or like just interesting like to see, um the more you talk to people, the connections you may get within the lands are going to be worth it. And that's how I feel. This being the third major land and like however like many actual lands experience, like I feel like each land experience just gets better and better within like the people that you see, the people that you root for, the people rooting for you. My goodness, like I'm one to take the support uh seriously. I honestly I cannot ask for better friends that I have like now made within like Genesis, especially like with my team and the people out there, like the people who I've been eyeing on Twitter, eyeing on social medias, like Cactus the man, and other people that I've been like interacting like on online. I'm like seeing those people and connecting with them felt like I was getting closer and having a serious friendship and not just like a one-off thing and being like, damn, well, um, we were just here to play the game online. But my God, like big shout outs to my Arizona community. Like I put in the notification like when we were live on stream and whatnot, and not just for me, but for other people in Arizona that did compete at Genesis, and literally the amount of support that you guys give, like it helps. Like it truly helped out with me and like Taro did so well, and like that support within the community is strong, and the more you give support you then want to like support the others, and it's just surprising to me that people do support and they love to see you win, they love to see um your friends win, and it's just so fun. Like I cannot like fathom the idea of like having this happen to me, and I just wish for everyone out there to feel the same thing. Like don't be strangers, make friends, like actually like support players. They will appreciate every single time that you give them like a good job or like a hype moment. um they'll appreciate it, and then you'll then appreciate it back, and it's just the whole cycle of loving this kind of energy for everyone. And just again, huge shout outs to Cactus, my man, because like I feel like we've gotten closer just because of Genesis, and I don't want this to stop, bro. Like this is honestly
I
amazing.
appreciate that. Thank you. I remember when you first came up to me. Was it LTC or Riptide?
It was
Uh,
that
it
Riptide,
was that
Riptide.
Riptide. Yeah, the first event you came up to me, and I remember because we interacted with a handful of times on Twitter, and then you came up to
Mhm.
me, and we were just like talking what felt like an over an hour Just talking about our each respective local scenes, our dreams for the community and the
Yes,
competitive
yes.
scene. I mean, we even did that. A lot of people don't know this, but Pepe and I we went with a couple of people I stayed with, pretty much most Secret Elixir, um, when we went to watch like the Smash Bros. Finals. Like Pepe and I were just watching all these players in like this play theater arena watching the finals, and we were just like, imagine this was Splatoon. Like, this is what we dream for the community, to just have a packed room of everyone looking down and just 4v4 on the stage and just watching the hype from the crowd. Like, that's something we dream of, and I'm so happy to share that dream with somebody. And absolutely, like, we'll keep things cooking, we'll keep things growing. Like, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
But for my closing thoughts, this is something I wanted to share because I don't really have. It's hard to do it in a tweet, and also Twitter kind of sucks. But the longest time I've been playing this game since the first game of the series, and I always thought that I could make it pretty far, and I had a lot of ups and downs, especially like mental issues and troubles and whatnot, and people disbelieving of me because I don't know, I guess I'm a goofy nerd or whatever, and I just want to thank those who did believe in me that I could make it far, and here I am now. It's still a fever dream and whatnot, so I want to thank to my first team. Was first ever Splatoon team, Team Symphony or Squid Beak Inc. You guys remember that with Rin in battle and more players who are who I still talk to this day. My previous team, Dembo IHOP, thank you to them. Thank you to Damp, AJ, and Tux, and Boing, and Samson, all of them who are part of the group, and other people I'll list like TOs. Thank you, Glitch, for helping me with commentating. That's really wonderful of you. Appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely.
Uh,
You cooked. You cooked. Don't I didn't want to tell you otherwise. You did an amazing job for your first time commentating.
I appreciate it. I
Oh,
appreciate it. And, thank you to everyone else. And if I didn't listen to you individually, thank you, and especially to my boyfriend. I know you're probably sleeping right now, but if you do watch this eventually, I love you very much, and thank you for sticking by with me all those years since when was it, like around 2015? Yeah, it's been that long. So I'm glad I met you, and I'm glad that I have my love and support for you and stuff like that. And you have your love and support for me. I love you very much, and I love you all as well. Thank you for support once again.
oh, oh.
How dare you call Cactus glitch, bro? He doesn't like that. You gotta call him Cactus, bro.
I was gonna
He
let
doesn't
it
like.
slide. I was gonna let it slide, but
The first
Nah,
legal
nah.
name,
Do
bro.
not let that slide, bro. The very first fuck. I
It,
don't care, bro.
it,
Nah, I'm
Dude,
kidding.
you got you by the legal name.
bro, really called
it's,
me by my government name, bro. Glitched.
Like, bro, I can't let that slide for you, bro. Like, I already heard it for you. But my closing thoughts, I don't have much. I mean, I already had the stuff I had to say for Genesis and stuff, for like Pepper already did stuff for like set stuff for Lance. So this is gonna be for like comp wise, if you want to get better with it. Like, all right, so for a lot of people, I see that they really care about what other people gotta say and stuff. Like for comp wise, like, oh, this person thinks that, and like the whole plus server thing, the whole divs thing, and like thinking that like if you don't make it to a specific little role in a server, saying that, oh, I didn't make it +3 or +2 or +1. Why? Tell me, like, players in this plus whatever. Tell me why I'm not in here. Blah blah blah. This and that. Things seeking for validation. I just like, sure, I see why some people are seeking for validation from other people. It's just like, I don't know why they're just so hyper fixated on it, but it's just like try not to do it because I feel like that's what's just holding you back a lot. Just play the game. You heard this so many times from other people. Just play the game. But it's just like that's just how important it is because at that point you just play the game. You don't really care about what other people have to say. You don't really care about who is there on the other side. Like, oh yeah, that might be like a giant scary player over there, like with a bunch of wins or whatever. It's just see how it goes. 'Cause you never really truly know how you're gonna go against them until the match actually happens. So there's that, and I think that's all I gotta say right now for closing thoughts. Unless something else happens, comes up to my head, but nah, I think I'm fine. Unless you want to go or to right now.
as for closing thoughts, I just want to appreciate everyone for like the entire support and everything. Honestly, the only reason why like I push bows is like to prove people why it could be out there. It is kind of hard to fight against the meta weapons, but we're still gonna work hard to achieve that goal to be at least be mentioned to say like, oh wow, this weapon could be actually pretty good if people actually put time into it. And that's why I'm here to prove that it could. But honestly, it's just couldn't have this mentality without y'all support, honestly. So I greatly appreciate it.
I mean, yeah, you guys deserve, like I mentioned it before, but you guys deserve everything and then some. I mean, you've proven yourselves thus far, and I know you guys are going to continue to just skyrocket up in the comp scene and just what you do personally. I mean, I've been around the community enough to see and meet each of you in our own respective ways, whether it was, I mean, Irito this LAN, Pincher, I think we met first at LTC or Riptide. The line I know
I
we've
saw
met
you
at a couple
LTC,
lands.
but
Yeah,
we
with
met
LTC,
at
right?
Riptide.
Yeah.
Like we ate out and stuff like that, and I actually got to talk to you, and you're chill as fuck.
Yeah, I appreciate that. All you guys are just awesome and chill. I mean, like, and I already mentioned Pepe, how we've been just talking for a while. It's just all of you. I've just seen you guys grow over time in the community, and I know you guys are going to continue to strive and do great things. And I'm going to be there every step of the way. Like you got, like we had that little team huddle before you guys went up for grands. Like,
We
like,
did, yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, that was
That
cool.
was awesome.
yeah, you guys deserve it. You absolutely are one some of the best players around, and I know you're going to continue to excel at that. And I can't wait to support each of you in whatever you do. So why don't we go down the line and give yourself shout outs? Where can everyone find you? And maybe anything else you want to shout out as well. So we can start with Pepe and go down the line.
Yeah, if you wanna reach out to me, you can go to Twitter. My tag is at Pepe_Pep_P. And then if you are ever interested in going to lands out here on the west near Arizona, I am the official TO. I organize pretty much everything of that land itself. So if you guys come out, if you guys come through, I got you. DM me, and I can give you details.
Yeah, for me, where you can find me, it's literally any social, like literally just YouTube, Twitch, Blue Sky, Instagram, Drawing Dude Len. That's literally all it is. And if you want like commissions, I've open commissions right now. They're open for anyone to snatch and grab a slot right now. I do arts, of course, and you guys just want to see my art. Len Art Archive. That is my art account where I'll be retweeting my own personal art and doodles and whatnot. And read JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, please.
Nice.
Andrew?
Fincher.
Sure. Oh,
My bad. I was talking the whole time I was muted. So y'all can find me on Pincher.
Yeah.
Basically the same thing on the screen, but like another art. I'll put it like in a link in Twitch. If it gets uploaded to YouTube, then you can just type in Pincher with
you put
another
in the
art.
link.
I'm dead.
I love
No,
it.
Yeah, I put it in chat right there. So I was just
I love
you're
it.
if y'all really want if
crazy.
y'all want to see what I'm doing, I'll just update it on there. Like I'll just put links to my YouTube, Twitch. I mean, I haven't done much on YouTube, but I've done stuff on Twitch. Um, I do want to get into like more content stuff because I want to like make some like comedic, funny stuff for Splatoon because I really enjoy like that kind of stuff. So I'll see if I can, if I get like a better like PC setup if I like soon as possible, and maybe like play other games too, uh, as well. But what else? Oh yeah, and then y'all just saw me like the whole time over there. Genesis repping this one like little shirt called Lone Star because I really like that. Shout out to Lone Star. The shirts, get that shit. Free fucking promotion, I guess. Go to
Let's
Naruto.
go. Nice.
So based.
Or just get like an own personal link in the chat.
Bro.
About to get banned.
We'll allow it. We'll allow it.
Let's go with the links.
Oh yeah, sign and spam all the links. Let's do it.
All right,
Alright,
now
But
wait a
basically, if
minute.
you want to
I
find
got
me, want to watch some goated stringer gameplay, you can find me on literally any social. It's just at Eribo ERIB0W. You can literally find that literally on any social. And it's not pronounced Irito, it's pronounced Erito. FYI.
Yeah, I made that mistake.
I'm doing that
A
for
lot.
myself
Hairy
just in
toes.
case. Hey
Shut
yo,
up.
hey yo.
Shut up. You're so weird. But yeah, you can literally find me on any kind of social whatsoever. Not on TikTok though. I don't have TikTok.
Mad.
That's crazy. Well, once again, thank you so much to Mickey Mart for coming out and doing this interview. I want to thank all of these players. And again, congratulations to all of you on your fantastic and amazing win. And I know everyone, if I think I speak for most people in chat, that we can't wait to see what you do next. Keep doing what you're doing. And yeah, just you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for coming out. And thank you everyone for watching. This was episode 1 of the Cactus Patch. So thank you all so much. And of course, thank you to Dapple Productions for letting me put this on. But that's going to do it for us here. See you guys in the next one.
What
Yeah,
Did you end already?
not yet.
No. Okay. How often is this gonna happen for a Cactus Patch?
We're aiming for the cat. Wow, you guys have a great question for those in chat. We're aiming to have the Cactus Patch at least once a week, if possible. That is going to be the
Yeah.
goal. We're going to try to have consistency at least, hopefully, maybe every Thursday. The timing will be a little different. I know we will try to aim
Yeah.
for more EU-friendly times as well. So shout out to the EU players who might be up in the middle of their night right now, helping out. "Quote unquote," thank you, Pinky, so much for staying up and helping so much with this. Thank you.
No, I definitely
Um,
listen to us on Thursdays. So I definitely need to like. I love like listening to podcasts. So this is like another like to add to my collection whenever I'm working and stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, this would definitely
Definitely.
be something that we're gonna aim for do weekly. So yeah, definitely tune in and stay followed, subscribe, everything. You know it. The links are there.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone follow.